Ooh, Frank Ocean. Perfect for today's subject. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Um, my mother thinks I'm gay. Um, and I don't know how she. Actually, I kind of know how she came to this conclusion, but not really, because I'm not. And she seems disappointed that I'm not, which is pretty funny. Um, because she sees videos of, like kids coming out to their parents on like TikTok and stuff. She's like, "Oh, I'd be so happy," and like I just want to say that I love you so much, and that it wouldn't make me view you differently. And I'm like, "Yeah, but you're gonna have to wait for another what's it called? Another kid to come out to you, because it ain't gonna be this one." Um, I think she came to this conclusion because I've had a strange time with women in my life. That's, um, if you saw from the outside the way I interact with some of them, most of them, all of them, you'd be like, that boy gay, that boy like men. But I don't. Fortunately, I feel like, okay, I feel like that would be, there we go. Just cause I've 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 liked I've liked I've liked girls, but it never ends up working out with them for one reason or another. Um, and yeah, it always ends up falling apart. Even I think it's mostly on me though, just because I don't do good with like relationships, or like I don't know, anything involving something like that with like another person that like is more than a friend. I think my my family knows this. They're like, Phoenix, I think what you're looking for is just like a best friend. And I'm like, yeah, but I want like a best friend that's like exclusive to me, cuz I don't know. I just want my own person, but I'm not really into the freaky stuff, the freaky aspect of it, which they're like, "Oh, you're probably asexual or something like that." But I'm like, I don't know. I'm probably on the spectrum on that, but it is what it is. That's just the way I am. But it does make me sad because I do care for some of the girls that all of them. Well, I mean, it's not like there's much, but I do care for them, the ones that I have talked to before. Um, and I just, you know, I do, I do miss some aspects of them, but I know that in the end it'd be better off if they found someone that like could actually fully love them without having like second thoughts the way I do. Like I'm sure everyone else has second thoughts. Um, sorry, I'm drawing again. I don't know. I need something to do. Um, uh, yeah, I feel like everyone else probably has that where they have like second thoughts. But for me, it's more like I don't want to. I don't want to lead them on and make them feel something that I'm like half feeling. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, man, I totally don't like them in this type of way. I still do. Oh, my favorite song, "Loving Machine" by TV Girl. Oh my gosh. "For You" is also a good one. I really like the ambience of these. Um. Oh, what was I gonna say? 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 Oh yeah. And it does suck. Um. Like, it does suck because I do miss them. One of them in particular. We would always, I mean, be on the phone, like 24/7. Like we'd sleep on the phone. I'd be at work and I'd be on the phone with her. and she would always like sing good morning. I really do miss that. Um, but I'm just not really cut out for any relationships in any way, and I'm sure, I don't know. I think, you see, I would like to rekindle everything, but then again, with the way I interact with relationships and stuff like that, I feel like it'd be ending the same. Um, so yeah, there's also, I know it sounds like I got a roster. I don't. This is like a really rare thing. Another one, I like kept on giving her like cold feet, or I don't know if you use that, if I'm using that word correctly, that term. But I would like, sometimes I'd be like, hey, I don't like you. Like, okay, so I found out that she previously dated one of my best friends, and I was like, I didn't know this beforehand, and once I figured out, I'm like, I think it'd be best if we stop talking, because I wasn't comfortable with that. I don't know, I don't, yeah, I already don't like, I already want someone um, like, not to myself, that sounds possessive, but like I said, like, well, I just said the word, I don't know, I want us to be us, I don't want there to be anyone else type stuff. Um, and so her having a relationship, like a past relationship with one of my best friends, I didn't really feel comfortable with that. And I was like, hey, we should probably stop talking. And she was like, okay. She was really nice about it. Um, but then later on, I was like, why did I do that? And then I kept on talking to her. I was like, hey, can we like restart? Cause I don't know. I don't know. I was lonely. Um, and we were talking for a bit, and then she was like, hey, I feel like, it's okay if you want to like stop talking again, because I guess I would just like not respond to her in time, which I remember getting her message um, while I was at the dentist, and I don't think I could respond, and I was like I don't feel any type of way, like I don't feel like um, I do want to still talk to you. And she was like, okay. um but then fast forward a couple weeks, I don't know, I'm not good with time. um and she was like, hey, I like, is it okay if I tell my mom about you? And I was like, yeah. And she comes back and she's like, yeah, my mom doesn't approve of it. And I was like, okay, um, is there like a reason? And she was like, um, yeah. She said that she doesn't, sorry, that she doesn't approve because you're not Catholic. And in the moment, I was like, I mean, okay, but also it's like kind of crazy. That's like kind of a crazy reason, but I guess, even though I still have more stories to why I feel like that's totally like a stupid reason, like double time. But I was like, okay, sure, fine. And then I started thinking about it like a couple months after. I'm like, was that just like an excuse? Did she make that up? Because I don't know. But turns out she was full of streets, and she dated like two more people after that, and she slept with like everyone. Which I'm not a fan of sleeping with people at all. I mean, I've never done it, but like I don't think I'm not looking forward to anything to do with that. Um, so yeah, that was pretty. I don't know if I dodged the bullet or the bullet wasn't even heading my direction, or I was like, hit me, but no. Um, so that's how that happened with the one, that one. Um, yeah, and so it's like a big confusing thing with me and girls, because I would like to have, well, I don't know. I'm not kind of set up for that. I need money, even though it would be nice to have someone like, you know, build wealth with. You know, I don't know, not just that, but like, you know, to have a like player two type beat. But we'll get there when we get there, maybe someday, hopefully. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but hopefully someday. From last video, which was recorded yesterday night, so like 24 hours ago, I was filling out my application for what's it called, grocery outlet, and I was like, I'll do it in the morning or something. I'll do it later. I didn't do it later, and I was like, man, this is too much. I went to school for so long, and it's having me answer these like crazy questions, and I'm like, I'm good on that, but I don't know. I don't know if I want it bad enough. Pause. Um, but I got a call from Dollar General. It was like the most random call. I was getting back from out of town, and I get a call and it says Dollar General, but it's like a random. It's not my area code at the beginning. And I pick up. I'm like, hello. And she's like, is this my name? And then I was like, yeah. Like, are you still available? Like, do you want a job here? And I was like, yeah, we have an interview at on Saturday. I was like, okay. So that's cool because they're like right down my street. I would prefer that over grocery outlet because they're like a town away from me. So hopefully I get the job. I don't know. Just I'm spoiled. I was spoiled with this $20 an hour at my fast food job. But hopefully we're off to better things because I don't know. I want to meet new people. I do and I don't because, like I was saying last video, how I was starting to get like tired of like people from my high school. I don't know if I was saying that, but like I was like outgoing, and then I stopped being outgoing. Just I don't know. I got tired of people, I think. But I always looked forward to like the community college and like meeting new faces and like the opportunities of, just new friends and stuff like that. But also there's a part of me that's like, I'm so over dealing with people, just like the drama. Like, another thing is, I also think that fast food job really changed my perspective on people, because people are not the nicest at all. Like, you're not you when you're hungry, and those people were hopefully not like that every day. Because there's some pretty crazy people, not even just crazy, just like rude people. Man, it's making me sad. I don't know. I'm doing good. Tomorrow, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Tomorrow, my brother's coming over. Because he got a girlfriend and they've got everything all set up. They're also a big inspiration on why I think like a relationship is like a player two type beat, because they're both working together to build their futures, and they all like, they benefit from each other, and but the con of that is we don't see him as often because he's out visiting her family. We don't really have that much family over here, so they're not really over here so much. But they live super far. They live like 6-8 hours away. 6-8 hours away. But that's fine. I'm happy for them. Just let a brother get that once in a while, Let this guy, feel some type, But, I'm not like, I'm not impatient. So I don't have trouble waiting, really. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know how it is when you're like, I don't know. I'm like really flip floppy with every decision that I make. Like sometimes I'm like, man, like I'm so lonely right now. Like, what am I gonna do? There's no point in life if I don't have someone like to love. And then sometimes I'm like, man, I'm so glad I'm not with anyone. I'm so glad I have this freedom. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I feel like I'm not ready to make that type of decision. I don't know. It'll happen when it happens. I don't think you could plan for stuff like that. all I could do is try to better myself until then. But that's like a double, not like a double-edged sword, but it's like a oxymoron. It's like I want to get better, like look better before I like find my person, but also the person that I'm supposed to find, it should probably love me for who I am without any changes. And I don't know. That's funny. That's a funny opposite. Um, but yeah, it's all random. Life's all random. Um, which I'm trying to be in the moment more often. But you know how it is when you've grown up your entire life with like technology and stuff, something that always stimulate your brain. Um, it's hard to stay in the moment. It's hard to like not be watching YouTube or TikTok in the background. But um, I would say I'm trying to get better at that, but honestly, I keep on messing up. Um, but I don't think messing up is a bad thing. Um, you know, life's all about making mistakes and learning. Even though it feels like I just keep on making mistakes, even though I'm learning, but it comes out they can't. I always find a way to make a different mistake that I'm not able to predict and learn from, like in order to make it not happen again. I mean, like I learn from it, but then something completely different happens and cuts it off, and then I'm just getting beat down. Pause. But I think I'm doing fine. I think I'm doing fine. I'm thinking of a title for this video. I think I don't know. Last video was kind of half-assed. I don't know. It was just in the moment. I was like, I should just end with that. I think this one's gonna be like, my mom thinks I'm gay, plus like in parentheses like I'm gonna be alone forever. I feel like that's a good title because I guess more people to look at it. I don't know. I don't really mind. It's more of a self diary than anything, but still for people that like to listen to stuff in the background, because I like to do that with YouTubers. I like to listen to them. This Tame Impala, you guys been thinking about. So I have been trying to. Well, I've been making music, practicing. I don't know if at one point it becomes practicing and then it becomes actually doing it. So apparently, like I don't know. I think I've been practicing music for like the past 5 years since I was 13. But I guess you could say I'm making it. But I don't know. It feels a little too professional. And since I've been unemployed, I have been trying to do more stuff creatively. And I don't know. I feel like I'm still stuck, even though I do know like what particular sound I want, but it's hard to like put it into like reality. Like I know what I want, but it's hard to with the tools and everything. Which I guess I should probably learn more about this certain stuff that I could make, and like how to make it, how to get there in the process. I used to really enjoy watching stuff like that, especially like the inspiration type of stuff of like Kanye and stuff like that. But at some point I was like, this is too much. Like I don't know, it like filled every like second of my life. So I guess you can call it burnout, but no, it's like less of a hobby for me and more like just a part of me. It's like I don't know. It's like brushing your teeth. It's like it's not, you don't do it for fun. It's just like, I mean, I do it for fun, but let's see, what's a better way I could do it? I guess like shoe collectors, just people like that that buy like sneakers and stuff. It's not really like you could call it a hobby, but it's more like a part of me. Um, yeah, I even have dreams about it sometimes, and I'm like, man, I wish I could like actually be as good as I am in my dreams, but hopefully I'll get there. Maybe once I hit 6 years of practicing, I'll finally be able to make music. But right now, I don't know. I do one song in particular I do really like. that I've made. Has a very unique sound that I like, but it's alright. Yeah. I brought some pieces of art that I drew back when I had art class. Reminiscing on the good old days. Okay, let's raise this up. Okay, so here's the first one. I'll save the best for last. So, I don't know exactly what this was, but I just drew whatever with paint. So here's a van, and here's tornadoes, another tornado, and then another tornado, and then another tornado. And really, it has these specific colors because I was using, I barely had any paint. Like, I don't know, I think I just was too lazy to go get more paint, so I was just using whatever I had left from like my friend's little paint holder. But I do like the way it came out. I like the way like these are like swiped like along with this too. Like these are all swiped like the whites and everything. I do like this. It is very nice. Now my favorite piece. Spider-Man logo. It was supposed to be the one from Into the Spider-Verse, but I think I made it more my type of style, cause that one's all like, you can see I got the little orbs and stuff, but it's not really like how they are in the movie. Also I did a lot of color. I love, like, I don't know what type of color do you call these, but I love these type of colors where it's like pink, purple, blue, green. I like that. So that's definitely, I'm gonna keep that forever. I have it as my profile picture on Instagram. That's how much I like it. Let's see, I had to take out my snake bite hoops and replace them with clear ones because I want to have a better chance at getting a job. Because I don't know, I haven't checked my bank account. I don't know. I don't want to I'm scared. I'll just keep on, like, whenever I have to buy stuff, I'll keep on, taking that risk of embarrassing myself. But yeah, man, you do what you gotta do. I'm trying to get a job. Did I have anything else to talk about? How long is this? That's 22 minutes. That was nothing on last video. I feel like I should go in depth on the relationship stuff, but I don't know what else there is to talk about. Okay, let's do another story from, the relationship side of stuff, type of, girls and stuff. So, it's about to be a real throwback. Elementary school. I don't remember exactly which grade. I don't know. I wouldn't even go to throw a shot in the dark. One of my classmates was a girl. She really, really liked me, which she made that clear. And this is like the number one fumble in all of fumble history. Like, this is crazy. One day when we were finishing up recess in the bell ring, she came up to me and kissed me on the cheek. And I was like, oh. I told the teacher, and I like basically snitched on her for kissing me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, looking back now, it's like, bro, what was I doing? I don't even know. Yeah. And whenever her mom was a teacher, so it was like double bad because, oh man, I feel so bad. But I don't know. I've always been weird, so that's so funny. That's so funny but stupid. But yeah, that's a little bonus story for the ending of this video because I don't know what else to talk about. I'll figure out something for tomorrow, but this was just a little quick one. So thank you for staying tuned. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to. These seem to be fun for me, so I'm gonna just keep on doing it whenever I feel like it. So, all right. Love you. Bye.